Hello everyone, this is Cool. I'm not studying, and today we will be going over how to color and shade in a low light environment, as requested by Savvy the Hedgehog, right over here. Yay! Thank you for requesting videos, everyone who has ever requested video or is planning to, because it's great. I love it. And yeah. So first off, we will just block in the colors. Right now I have a slightly dark blue background over here. I'll turn off the sketch. I already have the outline and sketch done by a previous video. And now we'll just go into coloring. Yay! I have two colors because, you know, the other one I'm just testing out what colors I'm going to use. Yay! I plan ahead. Now, let us just do a little bit of block coloring, just in case you don't know how or remember. And in that case, let's try doing the skin. I just pressed W for wand. I am on my outline layers, and that one is too much. Let's go to precise, transparency down a bit. That's nice, that's nice, that's nice, nice, nice. Go into all of those. If it selects too much, put the transparency down. If that doesn't work, then make sure all of your lines are closed. Closed geometry is good. Now select, S for select, and you can go through the long and arduous process of getting all of these little blank spaces filled up. When you have everything filled up, then you can go to the layer that you want to put the color on, skin. And I have some preset skin colors over here, and now Control F, and then Control D to deselect. And look, skin! Alright, so pretty much I'm going to just do that for the rest of the drawing, and after that, we'll be back and we'll start shading. Right, see you in a bit.
気づかないの足音鳴らしてこれならもう
Alright, and we're back. Now, I think I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I never really do this type of shading in the darkness and stuff. Usually it's pretty bright, the drawings that I do. But yeah, so just to help out myself and also you, I will draw something like this. Even though this is going to be a low light scene, we still need directions of light. And I'm drawing this little guy as our main light source, and then I'm gonna say that there is a soft kind of light coming from over here. So here will be like where the highlights will be, and also what creates the shadows, which are going to be very prominent in this drawing, and that will just be what provides depth once the shadows are in place. So call that light. Didn't plan this out too. Okay, here we'll make a layer above hair, because we'll just go with hair right now. Turn into a layer clip so that it will only, oh, I turned the wrong one to a layer clip. That one to a layer clip. That just means I won't be able to draw off outside of the hair. And now I'll alt click to get the color, bring the color down, use P for pen, and now let's just go crazy, because usually I'll be really careful with the shadows, but since the shadows are so prominent in a drawing like this, I'm just using a big brush size and essentially coloring in almost everything. You could almost pretty much consider this to be your not secondary color, but yeah, maybe main color. And then the regular purple that I laid down would be the highlights, but we'll have actual highlights, which are going to be yellow tinged. And that's another thing. Most of this drawing will have a slight purple hue to it. Purple and blue, those are usually pretty good dark colors to have around. And yeah, they give a sense of kind of a coldness, or maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. It's possible. Very possible. Most likely, actually. Oh man. Okay, so here, just filling in pretty much everything else that there is that's on this layer. And let's, I don't know, maybe we should let that have some light. Yeah, let's give it a little bit. Okay, so that is for the hair. I'll do that later in time lapse. Here, we'll go to the shirt, layer clip again, or blouse, or whatever girls call these things. I just made this thing up anyway, so probably doesn't have a name. Okay. Just one thing about shading is, okay, first of all, I'm making it more purple, then I'm going down, and for shading, you pretty much always want to be thinking of the three-dimensional shape of the object that you are putting shadows onto, because that's how shadows form, just with the three-dimensional shape of the object. So yeah, the rest of this is just going to be more of the same for the rest of these colors that I have on here. So let's go on to what was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm going to soften things up a bit. I just press V for brush, or you can just actually press brush if you're not lazy. Put your color blending all the way to 100%, color opacity mix all the way to 100, and now you can also go on that 1 second to the left. And this, at these settings at least, it'll essentially just push around the colors, make things kind of nice, give it a brown and slightly painted look to things. Just remember to keep a good contrast between the colors that you want, or the lines that you want to be crisp, and the ones that you think will be rounded. So certain things like folds you wouldn't really touch with this tool. Also, if you want to have a really rounded look, you can press R for the blur tool. Maybe I just added to that, I'm not sure. And then you'll actually give it a completely blurred look, but I tend to go for the brush tool, just because I prefer it this way, or the look that it gives. And that is pretty much it for that. I guess I can go into highlights. So let's go to a slightly yellow, because, right, this is yellow. Where's the color that I used there? Slightly yellow, bright. Let's go back to the pen tool. And on the same layer that we did the shadows on, let's add some highlights. So these pretty much just show where the harsh light, which is up here, is coming from. Add some depth into your drawing, makes it pop. And oops, I automatically went to my blurring tool, which I said I wasn't going to use very much in this one. Also, a good way to add some roundness to your drawing, if you're doing a round part, you can use the Airbrush tool, which is really good. I tend to start off with that one in my normal drawings, but this one I kind of shied away from it. I guess I can go here, multiply. I'm at Airbrush right now. Make it round, and then I could do that, but that'll be for later. Actually, what I was planning to do for this one is taking this color, going even darker, even more purple, and that will do regardless of what I think. And this will be our secondary shadows. These will define the dark spots, which the normal shadow kind of overlooks. And from there, it'll do the normal things that you would see in clothes folds. Let's round that out a bit. And yay! Okay, so I'll just do the rest of this in time lapse, and maybe I'll come in with some extra editing tips. Alright, I'll see you once all of this is shaded. See you in a bit. Bye. Actually, I lied. Okay. So here, we're gonna do a quick editing thing. Edit. And this is all going to be based off of using a saturation tool. I just used the brush just now, pretty round. I'll take a snippet of this, cut it out, do that, Control V. Oh my gosh! All the things that I'm doing. Make it big. Yeah. And now, hold Control. Well, you do that. And by the way, you do Control T to get into this mode, where you can edit like that. And yeah, this is pretty much all I was gonna do here. Actually not really. Did I just press enter? I pressed enter. Okay. Now hold Control and click the icon of that. Now we can go to the witch. Hold that, and then press Control Shift and U to get to the brightness and contrast. You can turn the brightness down or up. In this case, it would probably up a little. We can actually put the contrast higher, and the depth just does with the saturation and color. And yeah, other than that, that's a pretty easy way of doing a big fix or edit to the thing. If you like what you get, then that. Control Shift I to select everything else, and you can actually make everything there darker, less contrast and dark spot, something like that. But I'm not going to stick with those changes yet because I still need to do the rest of the project. Whoa, project! I'm thinking of school too much. I have so many things I need to do. Anyway, that's about it for me. The rest of this is going to be time-lapse, so it's Budget Cool. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching my videos, and take care. Bye.
気づかないの足音鳴らして彼ならも捕まえたよいつも見ないふりしてさ